All right, class, so now that we've talked about the color wheel and went over primary, secondary, and tertiary colors, our project today is on analogous colors. We talked a little bit already about analogous colors because they are three colors next to each other on the color wheel. It includes one primary, one secondary, and one tertiary color. They have to be right next to each other on that color wheel. So what I chose today is I have yellow and orange, and I have to make my third color, my tertiary color, red-orange. So I have yellow and orange, so that means I need to go a little bit of orange, a little bit of red, and I'm going to mix them together to make my red-orange. So my red-orange is going to be darker than the orange, but lighter than an original red. Okay, so now I have my three colors, yellow, orange, and orange-red, okay? So I'm going to use these three colors to make my background. Today we're doing a project that will be a silhouette of our favorite animal against a background that's of the sky. The sky can either be a sunset or a sunrise. I'm doing a sunrise because I'm using warm colors. My analogous colors are warm. You might choose to do green, blue, and blue-green. And those could be our three colors because they're next to each other on the color wheel, but those are cool colors, so that would be more of a sunset. It's up to you guys. You can choose your three colors, but remember you'll have to make your tertiary. So I'm going to start with remember to rinse off your brushes in between colors. Okay, so I'm going to start with yellow and make it kind of like a gradient through my sky. I'm choosing for my paper to be horizontal, okay? Hamburger style. I put it down, and remember, when you're painting, you want your brush strokes to be horizontal. Even if you're doing a vertical painting, your brush strokes should be horizontal when you're making a sunset or sunrise, because the sky and the clouds look like they're going side to side, not up and down, okay? So I'm starting with yellow at the top. You guys can all see, right? Okay, so come on over and look. I'm starting with yellow at the top because it's my lightest color. You guys can choose the way you want your colors to be next to each other, but I chose yellow at my top. And remember, this is a sunrise. Your paint will actually be a little bit less thick than mine because you'll be using tempera, and we're gonna mix it with a little bit of water. So you guys have done that before. I'll show you how much water to put in. But I started with my yellow. I'm gonna make it go a little bit further. I want it to be, you guys can choose how long you want it, or how low you want your colors to go. You're gonna fill up the whole paper with your paint. The only thing is some of it at the bottom is going to be covered by your silhouette, so you don't want the entire top part to be one color. Okay, so I'm gonna start transitioning into my orange. And we don't want it to be stripes. This looks right like a stripe right now, but we're gonna blend them together, okay? So my orange is coming down here, and it's gonna be a gradient with that yellow. So I have my orange. I'm going to paint all the way from this edge all the way over to the other side, okay? Remember, horizontal movements. You don't want to go back and forth too much over one area because it might cause a hole in your paper. Since you're using paints that are a little bit thinner and more watery, it's going to get absorbed into the paper, and that paper might rip a little bit if you go back and forth too often. Make sure you cover up all those white spots. So these colors look really nice together because they would be a good color scheme since they're analogous colors. Moving right into that orange-red. I'm gonna make this whole big section down here in orange-red because a lot of it's going to be covered up by that silhouette of the animal we're making. Okay, so I'm gonna remix some of my orange that I had. It's okay, it might take you guys a little bit more time to figure out the coloring, and that's okay. So I've got my orange and my orange-red. All right, so my orange-red is nice and dark. but not quite as dark as the primary color red, because this is my tertiary. So all the way from one side to the other. Okay. You guys might go at different paces. If all you get done today is your painting, that's okay. When you guys are ready to move on to the animals, you let me know and show me your official painting. We're gonna have to let these dry before we can paste our animals on top, but tomorrow or next week we'll be able to get our animals on there. You can choose any animal that you want, your favorite animal, whatever, it's up to you guys, but just let me know what animal. I have some already printed out for you guys, so you can take a look at those. And if you want a different animal, let me know and I can print it out for you. Okay, so have any of you guys worked with silhouettes before? No? Okay, well, this will be a fun project where a silhouette is, do you guys know what silhouettes are? Okay, well, I'll just go over it a little bit for anyone who doesn't. A silhouette is the contour, you guys remember that word contour, which is the outline of someone or something that is, it's kind of just the outline and the rest is all black because the sunlight or the any source of light is coming from behind them. So all you can see is the black outline of them. So that's what we're gonna do today because the sunlight is coming from behind our favorite animals. Okay, so I'm almost done here. I have my base painting done. You guys can mix your colors a little bit more if you want it to be a better gradient. My paint was a little thicker, so it started to dry, but this is going to be my background. I'm gonna let it dry down here on my drying rack. Okay, so you guys are going to use black paper and you'll use a pencil to draw on your black paper. But before we get started on that, you guys need to figure out what animals you want and you're going to sketch them before you draw them on your black paper. So use your sketchbooks and you're gonna practice drawing based on an image that I give you guys. I already know that I want mine to be a dolphin and I know how to draw a dolphin. So I'm just going to quickly do that right here if you guys wanna watch me draw. And I learned this as a really easy way to draw a dolphin. So I use this as an easy technique for drawing a dolphin. And remember, the details on the inside are not going to matter because all you're going to see is that outside outline of the animal. So if you guys mess up, that's okay because the pencil lines will not be shown after you cut it out. But don't worry, you guys will be practicing a lot before drawing on the actual black paper. So that's gonna be my dolphin. The lines inside don't matter because you won't be able to see those. After you cut it out, you're going to use the back of it and we're gonna glue it on top of the sunset or sunrise that you guys made. So I know you all work at different paces. Whatever you got done today, that's fine. We'll keep working on the project tomorrow. So you guys can get started on figuring out what analogous colors. What's the analogous colors mean again? Yep, 3 colors next to each other on the color wheel. 1 primary, 1 secondary, and 1 tertiary. So you guys are going to go pick those out, make your tertiary color, and start getting painted on your backgrounds. All right, any questions? Good work, thank you.